morning, everybody. Wait. Let's minimize Dale. There we go. Here we are.
Hey.
Well, suck.
Well, here we are. Look, in case you were wondering, here's a picture of me. Can you spot the difference?
No.
That's a nice picture. I can wear it like as a mask.
Chris
wanted to wear a mask of me last week when we were doing the open studios, and so that he could do like a sort of advertising, pretend to be me.
Is it like a mascot?
Yeah, he was wanting a mask, but I guess he couldn't find one. But all right, here we are. Look who we've got. We've got Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Greg McCrary. He's got his comic.
Yeah. It's just
HamletMania issue 2 has just arrived. I did open it and have a quick peek, but I didn't read it yet.
That's fine. That's fair.
I've got issue 1. I read issue 1, but that was a few months ago. I don't quite remember what happened in issue 1. There was a big fight.
Yes,
and then somebody won, but there was a bit of a cliffhanger.
Yes, because the king died.
The king died. Yes. All right. Yes. Oh, yes. All right. The king died.
So this comics is the aftermath.
All right. Here's the aftermath. Oh, so
like maybe a couple days after the king died.
Okay, let's bring that up here so people can see the comic. Right. There we go.
And it focuses on Horatio, who's the cowboy.
Oh, it's my camera flips. Let me unflip.
And he's like going to talk to Hamlet. You know,
Shakespearian.
I think this is what it to be. I think it's about to catch up to alien wrestling.
Yes,
so he just cut that part off. Like, you know,
he didn't really have a concept of intergalactic wrestling.
Right.
So if he'd known about intergalactic wrestling, this is what he would have done.
Oh yeah, this is what it should have been the whole time.
The Confederated Cyclops, rank number 13, and Horatio. Yeehaw! Yeah, so Horatio is quite a cowboy here. He's got what is going on with his nipples there? He's got little stars. He's got stars on his nipples.
He's like the Marble Man, but if he was comfortable with his sexuality, essentially.
Yes. All right.
That's what Horatio is.
All right. Well, now I'm going to start reading the whole thing.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to the Omnidome Wrestling fans. I'm Green Eugene, reporting ringside for tonight's main event. And what an event it is. Green Eugene looks a lot like they come from the Puful universe there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can see that, yeah. He's based off the ring announcer, or the, what do you call it, ringside commentator, Mean Eugene.
Okay.
From like the 80s.
Okay, I don't know a lot about I've never been a big wrestling
I'm not a huge
watcher,
wrestling fan, either, believe it or not. But like I researched a lot, so like that was what I found out. Like, kind of based somebody off of him. If he was a slimy slug.
Yes. It's a horrible slimy slug creature. Well, we had in Puful there's Captain Radula. Yeah. She's a horrible slimy slug creature.
Okay.
But she prefers the term viscous molluscan.
I think all alien adventure type stories. You want slimy slug creature.
Yeah, she's only got 2 eyes.
Okay.
They could be related. Tonight we have fan favorite Yeehaw Horatio. Yeehaw Horatio versus the Confederated Cyclops. Oh, they're getting right down to it. Ready?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, engage. I like how the referee is like also the bell. That's
right.
All right. Okay, Confederated Cyclops is Confederate flag. Kind of going on there. Jumping Jupiter right out of the space gate. The Confederated Cyclops hurls himself at Horatio. Crack. Oof. CC's bum rush is met with Horatio's hard left hook. Well, like, he's got a little corset on the back. Oh, that reminds me. Wait, okay. I've got some of those original. Did I give you those? Of the little drawer?
Yeah, you did.
I did give you those? All right, yeah, I had them sitting around for a while. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got them back home.
Yeah, all right. I did some drawings of Greg's characters a while back.
Really cool drawings.
And Confederate Cyclops no rocketing towards the Omni ropes. Okay, going back. Okay, looks like Horatio may be setting up for crunch. Bang. Yes. Horatio hits him with a country clothesline.
I love that. He did a good job. The writer did.
Okay, so that's the writer. All right. So who's the writer?
The writer is Aaron.
Aaron
Walter of Second Thought Comics.
Okay.
So I write maybe like a quarter of it, I would say, or something like that. But he writes the majority of it.
All right, it's very like in your style though, like very over the top.
Yeah,
it feels like it's very written for like what you like to do?
The first book, I was not a part of the book at all.
Okay, so this is. I was going to say this feels very good.
Well, because like I wanted to give something new to like those who read the webcomic, and the few people that read the webcomic. I wanted to do something new. But also, like that because we're taking it from the webcomic. So there was parts where I had to fill in, and this one had like blood.
Yes, to make it. Yes, all right. Well, I would do that a lot with my comic and try and make extra bits that the reviewers, even the small number of readers,
right?
I even have a small number. Yeah, but they're all very important. They're core. Yeah. So what else is new? We just had a nice breakfast. Breakfast champions.
Indeed.
Bacon and eggs. Yeah, like, this is your favorite emoji right now. Greg,
I know, right?
Like, you can just log on. I might start stealing that off you.
You can make the emoji end.
Okay, yeah. All right. So we're just here flexing our muscles. So it's like, well, I always say we're a bit like on Venice Beach here on Saturday morning. We're out flexing our drawing muscles. Exactly. Like, Greg's already got it started on some drawing over here. We can come and have a look at it. What's he doing there? Oh yeah, all right. Oh, is this your burlesque dancer friend?
No.
Okay, yeah. Greg's got a number of women. Greg's got a number of ladies that interested hot for his pod right now.
I know friends,
yeah, all right. So yeah, girls, if you're interested, you better get your bids in now. Greg's taking.
I don't really want to.
Let's see. Oh, Tina's here. Hello, Tina. What's she saying?
Hold it up higher.
Oh, the
comic to hold up the picture higher.
Which one? The one I'm doing?
Which one?
Yeah,
the one.
I think that was a bit.
Tina has to look at that every day, so she's.
That's true.
But you did quite a good Astro Kitty there.
Oh, thanks.
Looks like Astro Kitty. I'm not sure if it looks like.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not that grey yet.
I just like the
cheeks.
cheeks. No, I'm not.
I don't know. You always do funny ears.
For me, like when I was starting doing caricatures, I was like, I should learn something that's hard to draw on someone, and that would be impressive. And so I gravitated to this ears. So like initially, I was never really good at drawing ears. Yeah, like, it was like a thought of me being like, I should focus on drawing.
You know what it kind of looks like? It looks like the nose of a vampire bat.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
One of those
like a fruit bat or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a nice thick nose. Like
all right.
Muppet's nose, I think.
But he's got my smiley face and crazy eyes just about right.
Yeah.
And my wrinkly forehead, I noticed. I've actually got some quite deep wrinkles there in the forehead. And my chubby cheeks.
I know. It's cheeks. Those iconic cheeks.
And I'm wearing my Poofle t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And I might do some more Poofle soon. I don't know. But that's all.
You've been posting them on Instagram.
Yes, I'm rerunning, Drains of Chaos. Yes, the Drain of Chaos. Yeah, that's getting near the end now, though. So then I have to start doing some new stuff. There is more after that. I've got Green Acres. I started another story after that, which I got another book. I've got like another sort of 6 issues of comic after that. I've done quite a lot of it over the years. But yeah, there'll be some more soon. But I want to do Volume 0. I've got this old stuff that I found that I'm going to put back out, and I'll make some new stuff for that. Maybe.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Good luck. It's
hard
hard to start new projects.
It is
on old things.
Yes, especially when you get older and you realize that how much bloody work it's going to be.
I know, right? Well, because like after we're going to do like 2 more issues of HamletMania, and after that, like we'll be all caught up from the webtoon. So I would have to start making new content, and I don't know.
Yes,
that is
okay. So it's not. So you ran all these already on webtoon a while ago. Yeah. Oh,
like
I see.
5 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe longer, actually, 6 or 7. Because that was like 2018. Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So like way longer than 5 years ago.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to read it all. You have to buy it if you read it, but if you want to read it, rather. But it looks very cool. Issue 1 was great and very funny, and this looks like a worthy successor. And yes, you're getting into. Oh, here's Ophelia. I like drawing her. She's like quite a strange and sexy Ophelia. She's a sort of kind of a
With who?
Isn't this
Ophelia?
Ophelia?
Yeah, it's Ophelia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like kind of like a butterfly, a cricket.
Yes.
Type of.
She's a sexy insect.
Yes.
I'm very into sexy insects these days.
Well,
insects.
How could you not be?
Insects are the food of the future.
It's true. There's millions. There are billions of them. There are endless.
No. We know what the food of the future is.
Was it humans?
Yeah.
Dale's convinced. Dale's convinced cannibalism.
I think he's ready for cannibalism.
I strongly suspect actually that Dale is a cannibal, and he's just sort of trying to soften us all up. He's got a theory that every single movie is trying to convince us to become cannibals.
What was that?
And once you know that,
magazine ads.
I think he just starts by eating his own scabs.
Yeah,
and then once society accepts more and more, still moves on to like fingers and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is pure Greg. So yes, your comics are always full of a lot of manic kinetic stuff. Yeah.
Now, Greg, can someone come to this comic without a knowledge of Shakespeare or professional wrestling?
I think so. Because like you would just think it's a story. Like the story of Hamlet is like retold a million times, and it's not always told you, or it's not really obvious that it's being retold. Like Lion King is essentially Hamlet, as well. But that's no one really knows that for real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think most of modern storytelling is like at least somewhat based on Shakespeare a lot of the time.
Yeah. I mean, because there's the classics for the reasons. Like they're pretty.
Yeah. Same how like. Yeah, I was just saying it's the same how like a lot of sci-fi is basically just Star Trek or Star Wars.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah, Star Trek, Star Wars sort of divided it up, and Doctor Who. Don't forget.
And Doctor Who.
And
respect on his name.
1999.
And a bit of Space 99. Although isn't Space 99 just Star Trek on the moon?
It's kind
of... No.
They replaced the Starship Enterprise with the moon. It's more like Star Trek Voyager. But all right, Space 99 was before Star Trek Voyager. But I think Voyager definitely feels like you're going around in your living room on a nice comfy couch.
Because it looks like it.
It's sort of like, it's a little cozier than the Enterprise.
Yeah,
and they're
like
carpets.
Yeah, don't they?
Nicely carpeted.
Hey, wait, we should get a little like promotional clip we can run as like a YouTube short. Like do something to promote the book.
Oh, to promote this book?
Yeah, you didn't bring a trailer or a clip for us?
No, not a trailer. Just some pitch. Just a pitch.
Oh, the pitch.
This is my book.
The pitch is like actually super simple. Well, the pitch is like HamletMania is the story of Hamlet, but set in outer space.
Let me show it on screen. All right, so we'll start. I'll give you a countdown. Show it on screen. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, do you like wrestling, Shakespeare, and aliens? HamletMania is the story of Hamlet, but set in outer space, and aliens wrestling each other. It's cool. You should read it.
Yeah, it's super dynamic and kinetic, and it's got all Greg's crazy drawings and very funny humor. There's some great jokes, which I don't know if the jokes are Greg's jokes. Some of them are yours, and some of them are Aaron's.
A little bit of both. Yeah.
Can we flip through a couple of the pages?
Yeah, it's a lot of veins, a lot of muscles.
Yes, and a lot of sort of gender strange stuff.
Yes. It's queer.
Gender queer is quite painted by Maya Kababe, who I'll be seeing them later. Actually,
okay,
they're currently the most banned book author in America. They were last I checked, so that's exciting.
All right, and where can our viewers find this book?
Oh, that's a good question. Because a lot of your viewers aren't able to go to the comic book shops, but it'll be on web. It will be on the web. It will be on a website soon, and then we're gonna do a Kickstarter for it.
All right. Well, thank you for showing this off today, Greg, and that will be our little YouTube short.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can.
Why can't our viewers go to comic shops?
Well, it's just comic book shops in St. Louis.
Oh, there's no comic book shops in St. Louis?
No, there is, but that's the only place you can find it, right?
Oh.
We have not gone to the web.
Oh.
But it's not still on Webtoon. People can't go and read it.
Well, you can read it on Webtoon, if you're really dying.
But it won't have all the extra.
No, because there's like interviews in the comics.
Yeah, I noticed that. There's an interview.
Panels in the comics.
That means I don't have to bother interviewing you. I can just see the interview here.
Just read it out loud.
You interviewed Shakespeare characters in the...
Well, that's a good idea, actually. detail, but no, we did not. That's a missed opportunity for us.
Okay.
We should have interviewed the characters themselves. That's kind of interesting. I like that, actually.
Yeah.
You can steal it.
Yeah, no, like someone mentioned in the last issue.
I'm just going to fix this.
Go ahead. That they like the interviews, so we're trying to bring it back for each issue that we get.
Interviews with who?
This one is one of the alternative cover artists.
Okay.
That did one of the alternative covers for this Kickstarter, the last Kickstarter. And then the last one, me and Aaron, who's the writer, we just interviewed each other. You know,
Okay.
but next time there's BC. You guys probably are familiar with him. Like he's gonna interview us, and then next time we'll get someone else.
All right. Well, what was it like? So that I don't have to bother interviewing you properly. What do you want to tell us?
About
yeah. What should I ask you so you can tell me?
I don't know. I'm about to.
Well, you're doing something tonight, aren't
Yeah,
you? What are you doing tonight? I'll keep an eye on because we've only got Greg for an hour this morning.
It's true.
He's got to run off. He's got he's got a lot to do in town. He moved out of San Francisco to go and live in St. Louis, Missouri.
Correct. Good job.
And I say St. Louis, that's right, and not St. Louis.
Like St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri. Well, I've never been. I'd like to go there. That's the home where they have. That's where they have the big half a McDonald's sign.
Now you talk about the orange. Yeah,
it's like a half a McDonald's.
Yeah, you're right. A giant.
Yeah, they should. I'm surprised McDonald's never like put up another one next.
Yeah,
to it,
you know, I don't think they were that popular yet during the time. It was like the 70s or early 70s when they came out. You know, so.
I don't know. I do recommend that movie, The Founder, with Michael Keaton as Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. I definitely recommend.
Oh yeah, The Founder. Yeah,
I definitely recommend that movie as a sort of interesting
it is.
business sort of movie and quite funny and
right to understand the lineage of like, McDonald's as a corporation.
Yes.
So and how they shift from like making everything fresh to like having like milk products or
powdered milkshakes. Yes, that was they were very proud of having fresh milkshakes.
Yeah.
The poor brothers that founded it. Yeah, and then in the end, like they were like, why did you even bother going to business with it? You could have just stolen it. And he goes, is the name. People just like that name. You trust that name, McDonald's.
I think it does just boil it down to.
Yeah.
That's the name. You know.
Well, I'm sure like all biopics, it's not really real. But as biopics go, I thought it was a really good one. And Michael Keaton does a great performance. And he's popular with the kids now for being... Well, they brought him back as Batman in The Flash. Now, I watched The Flash recently since we last did a show. And I really liked The Flash.
I liked it too. I thought it explained... multiverse really well.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
With the spaghetti.
Yeah, with the spaghetti.
The spaghetti. Oh, yeah, you saw that. Yeah, that was good. I don't know why. I think I must have watched like an extended YouTube video because I was watching the movie and I was going like, wait, I feel like I've seen this. There was all these bits in it where I felt like I'd seen it. But then there were all bits where no, I definitely didn't see it. So I must have watched somebody on YouTube picking it apart, I think.
Right.
Yeah, but I didn't remember that. Anyway, I watched it and I thought it was good.
I try not to watch trailers and all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, I didn't think I was going to see it at all, but then I was in England, and I guess it was available on Netflix or whatever. In England,
and we never had a Flash movie, so it was just kind of enjoyable just to see. The Flash.
Yeah,
doing his own thing, like, you know.
Yeah, I was prepared to sort of hate it, but sometimes that's good when you go and think, I'm just going to hate this, and then you go,
No, I always go into almost anything with a low expectations. Yeah, then it's only up there. Like,
yeah. The trick to go into a movie is to hate it before you go in, so you're pleasantly surprised if it's good.
Right.
Yeah, I saw Frankenstein last night.
Oh, did you?
How was that?
I went in hating it.
Yeah,
because I'm full of hate. But it was a good movie. But the problem is, Frankenstein's been filmed many, many times before. Right. So you're always comparing it to the other Frankenstein movies you love.
Mm-hmm.
But I am convinced, I think the director's already said that he was influenced by the Bernie Wrightson graphic novel of Frankenstein.
Okay, well, yeah, that's got some of those very famous illustrations that he did that are like super detailed.
And I am convinced.
I know everyone really loves that. I mean, I'm sort of, I'm amazed at it, but also it's not sort of my favorite style.
Those pen and ink drawings were heavily influenced by, I forget the name of the guy. the hatching work was God. I've got to find the. I have to look it up now.
Yes,
Cole.
Then I'm doing the reading tonight.
Yes. Oh, yes. I was going to bring that up. Yeah, Greg's got a reading tonight at over in Berkeley.
Correct.
What is the venue?
The venue, I'd have to look it up. It's through Hella Comics.
Through Hella Comics.
Yeah. It's BIPOC East Bay Cartoonist Society, and they put these on. Let's look. What is it? What is my flyer that I did?
Yeah, you did a great flyer. I like that. Now, what I think with Greg's drawings, so you have to really actually examine them and see all the things that are going on in there, because like they sort of hit you like a sort of tidal wave a lot of the time.
The writer of the comics said it's like my art's like was like magic puzzles. Those like magic eye.
Oh yes, a bit. Yes, there's a bit like a magic eye picture. Yeah. Yes, because you're doing quite a like a symbolic language, I suppose. It's very sort of graphical and symbolic.
Yeah. I like one of my like strongest influences is this anime called Dead Leaves, and I rewatched it recently, and from like because I haven't watched it in a while, and then I realized like, oh, this is why my stuff looks the way it does. Because in that movie, it is like at points there's just like so much action and so much movement and color and shapes that like you barely know what's really happening. Like, like you can barely keep up. Okay. And that must be like what's going on in like my ADHD mind. Like is like is that like I just like a whole bunch of things on the same page.
Yes,
I don't always like drawing it because it's very like it takes a lot of time.
Dead Leaves.
Yeah, Dead Leaves. Anime.
2004.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know this.
You should definitely watch it. Yeah, okay. I think anyone can enjoy it, but I think you would enjoy it a lot. There's a character that has like a penis for a drill. That's not.
There's no picture of Dead Leaves. This
is the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. The idea of Dead Leaves is more like.
Dead Leaves. You can see that.
It's more
comes across
symbolic or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you can watch it on YouTube or something.
Oh yeah, here's some of the actual animation,
and it's only like 90 minutes long.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's by Gynex, early Gynex, so they're transitioning from Evangelion style to like what their current style would look like.
Try to move the pictures out of the frame if you want it to not be blurry, because it's focusing on the pictures. Like when you showed the phone on stream, it was really blurry because it was focusing on the art in the background.
Well, maybe you can bring up some pictures of these things that we're talking about. This Dead Leaves.
Yeah, what's it called?
Dead Leaves.
Yeah, I think the artist is Hiroyuki Imaishi. He's like a legendary artist. He went on to do Gurren Lagann. Just like a.
Oh, that is pretty legendary.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely seeing that's where you got a lot from that. All right, yes,
yeah. You see it now.
Yes.
Yeah, watch it because I think that'll make more sense.
All right, that's the missing key to understanding.
Yes, that's how you can understand it. But like what I'm going to read this tonight is actually going to be very different from what I usually do.
Oh yeah, okay. Have you got some of that for us to preview?
It's still going to be like hard to see, but because like I said, that's just who I am. Yeah, there it is. That's
okay. Yeah,
that's like my favorite animated movie. Period. Yeah, Dead Leaves. Yep. Highly recommend. Only 90 minutes. You can watch it on YouTube, I think. So
I haven't watched many anime since. Yeah. I would look at them a lot in the early 90s animes.
Oh yeah.
You probably like after the 90s.
It got too
too
popular now.
It was a bit, I don't know, like we had Akira, like a movie Akira came out.
I like this poster a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That gives you an idea of what happens. That's right. I kind of want that poster actually.
But yeah, I have a lot of love for those ones. So Venus Wars, that's one of my favorites that I liked a lot. There's one I don't remember the name. It was like about a sort of mecha hospital bed. This guy gets put in a hospital bed, and then the hospital bed kind of becomes sentient and turns into a giant mecha that's like attacking the city.
Is that might have been Robot Carnival?
Is that? I don't know.
That was like an anthology, so they had like 3 or 4 stories, and they did like different like stories surrounding robots.
I can't remember. I felt like it was like a whole anime So I don't know. I had a friend who worked with a guy who had joined some sort of anime club because they were quite hard to get hold of, and so he would get the video of the month or whatever, and so we would sort of watch them. We'd get a video and see them. And Tank Police, I really liked. Tank Police, Dominion Tank Police was one of my favorites, and some of them would be quite weird. I guess those are the main ones I really liked. And then I was like, when I discovered Miyazaki, which wasn't till after I moved here, and when Sam was young, and then I went to the video store, like, oh, this looks like a nice little kids animation, and I was sort of blown away, like, what? Because the covers made it look kind of cheesy as well.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was expecting it. And I was like, I was really annoyed. I was like, why the hell did we not have these in England? Why were they, forbidden for some reason? Or they weren't available. Yeah,
because like a lot of his Miyazaki stories, like sprinkles in something dark or something like kind of like eerie or scary or surreal or something. Even like I think of like even was Spirited Away. Like it's like this. Yeah,
Spirited Away was the one that got him really popular.
I think he got in with Disney during that time, so that's how he got a lot of coverage and press, like I mentioned Miyazaki.
Princess Mononoke is the most adult one. That's got like sort of blood and all this sort of stuff, and that
plenty of blood. Yeah, I haven't seen that in years.
I saw it's funny. It's different. Like the first time I saw it, it was not my favorite. Then I saw it again. I thought, wow, no, it's great. Then I saw it again, and I didn't like it as much. It's very, every time I see it, I sort of feel differently about it. It's weird. I haven't, but I sort of, it's like I don't remember it from one time to the next. There's a lot, like I don't know. So I guess there's a lot more to it. But yeah, I think it sort of depends, maybe a bit who you're watching it with and stuff like that. I don't know.
Still. But this is the story I'm going to read tonight, which is more like trying to do something a little more spooky. It's going to be more like introspective and stuff. Essentially, the story is like a paranormal haunting, but it's from the perspective of the ghost. So, like, you see his haunting, but how the ghost sees it. And what the ghost is experiencing.
Oh yeah, I like that. The eye and it opens up and it's a big black void. Oh, that's harkening back. Well, last night we watched Thunderbolts. I quite like how they did the back. They did the Thunderbolts.
The void.
Yeah, the void.
Of Sentry. I didn't even know that character. I didn't know that was his powers.
Yes, I don't. Well, any of those characters. I guess they probably were characters from the comics, but I didn't know any of them.
Now they have to start using. They made Iron Man a B level character, really popular.
Yeah.
And then, Wolverine and Hulk and all the ones that were actually popular already have their own movies now. So now they have to go to the C tier levels. And we'll see those characters maybe be cool now. Who knows?
I guess. Who the hell knows, Sam? Like, I don't know what direction they're going into.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are a little bit worried about this gigantic Avengers Doomsday movie that's coming out that is going to have like 40 A-tier actors.
Right. Because I honestly, I don't need that many characters. They have all those characters in it. And I think they're just going to try to lead it to rebooting the thing. Like, I think that's what ultimately
Oh, no, definitely. It needs a reboot at this point.
I guess so.
Yeah, they're filming a new Spider-Man in Basingstoke. That was very exciting news. My hometown, Basingstoke. Spider-Man was there. I think somebody got what's his name got injured, but I'm not sure if he got injured in Basingstoke or whatever.
Main
guy. What's his name? Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland. Yeah.
But I think he was all right. But he was seen in Basingstoke, and his stunt double was definitely seen in Basingstoke.
Did he use the same stunt double for all the movies?
Well, they were sort of filming some bits with Spider-Man, with a truck, and it was driving. I don't know. I'm not sure it was supposed to be actually set in Basingstoke. I think Basingstoke was just doubling for some other city.
Yeah, probably.
Basingstoke, it's got a few sort of tall glass buildings, so I guess it can.
Basingstoke?
I don't think so. No, I'm not sure. You'd have to check the Basingstoke, not Boringstoke website. That would tell you. That's run by a guy, Joe Tozer. It's still going strong, I think, after about 30 years. It was like one of the first websites on Basingstoke, and it's still about the only website on Basingstoke.
Isn't Basingstoke one of those towns where it's just like everyone gets murdered and there's like some crotchety old detective who has to solve it all?
Is that true?
No, Basingstoke, it's a very sort of modernish town.
Is it the one where they have all the heroin addicts?
I don't know. There's some heroin addicts there for sure.
As there always is.
There's a few sort of tower block sort of place. Yeah, I used to know a guy there who was a heroin addict. Yes.
So. I'm not here to make fun of heroin addicts.
No, well, he was encouraged. I remember he was sort of sitting there saying, "Oh, you should try it."
Ah! Was trying to kill us. Was trying to convert you. You should try it.
Okay, let's stop the show here for a moment and remind our viewers, we're not recommending that you try heroin.
He was sort of laying on a beanbag in the corner.
Yeah, heroin is not cool, kids. If you don't believe me, read the Basketball Diaries by Jim Carroll. I do recommend Jim Carroll, though.
That was the movie was with Marky Mark and
okay, I'm not talking about
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, I don't know. There is a movie set in Basingstoke about a young gay man coming out. That was quite. What was that one called?
Rocky Horror.
Was that new? Was that newish?
No,
it's quite a few years ago now. I can't remember what it's called now. Just look up Basingstoke movie. Okay, I think it's the only movie set in Basingstoke. Although now it'll probably all be back.
How do you spell Basingstoke?
Basing. Basing. So it was a Basing house was actually was an Iron Age hill fort. So the sons of the Bazites lived there in the Iron Ages. Okay. And then that house became it became actually a very large sort of stately kind of castle house that held out in the Civil War against Cromwell. Civil War 1 before Civil War 2 that happened here. It's a bit like Mad Max, where there was Mad Max 1 in Australia, but the first one anyone saw in America was The Road Warrior. So that was a bit confusing. But so Civil War was like The Road Warrior. The original was English Civil War, and then Cromwell basically blew it up. They were quite loyalists there. Yeah. But Basing started when the Vikings came to England, they put their stocks. So anywhere with a stock or stoke is where they put their stock. So they'd put their horses and their cattle and stuff. Basing stock.
We saw Mad Max here.
Yeah, but the Road Warrior was the one that was like the big hit.
Yeah, and but we saw Mad Max.
Yeah, later.
No, we saw it first.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, maybe. All right, I wasn't here then, but my understanding was that it was called The Road Warrior because they didn't in England it was called Mad Max 2, and here it was called The Road Warrior because nobody knew what Mad Max was.
We all knew what Mad Max was.
I don't think so. Then why did they call it The Road Warrior and not Mad Max 2?
Because it's some sort of marketing decision.
Yeah, because nobody had seen Mad Max.
I had seen Mad Max.
All right, yeah, I know. And there's plenty of people here who know about the English Civil War, but not the majority of them.
Okay.
English Civil War, the Puritans won. They then persecuted the fuck out of everybody, so excuse my language, the heck out of everybody for 12 years until they were so unpopular that, they brought the king back out of exile. And then the Puritans started coming over here and moaning about how they were the ones who'd been persecuted. And look how that turned out.
Yeah.
All right, going back to Greg's comic here. Yeah. Okay, so the ghost sort of wakes up. Oh, this is great. Oh, I like the eye and the blobby blackness. Yes, lovely. All right, so now this hasn't been printed anywhere. You've just drawn this on paper for reading.
I don't know. That's kind of like my art style or how I create stuff. Like a lot of times I just create things expecting no one to read it. Essentially, only a few people will see it. I don't know. I might,
especially if you're on this show.
Right. I might do a Kickstarter for this one to get it printed. It'll be just a small comic because it's only 30 panels. But yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Or mini comic.
Yeah.
Or a zine.
Zine, as we call them nowadays. Yeah.
It's a cool kid's call.
All right. I'm not going to read it out because you're going to be reading it out tonight.
That's true.
So I'm just going to look at the pictures. I always kind of look at pictures first anyway with comics. I'm more of a visual. Like that, but that's it. I mean, it's the words and the pictures. It only really comes together when you read them, isn't it? I mean,
right.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, I like all this eye stuff. Yes, it's great.
Yeah, but yeah.
Greg would do more black and white.
Yes, that's right. This was my attempt to do it in black and white, but I ended up doing color. So anyway, I don't know. Since I started finding a passion for color, it's hard not to.
Yeah, you use color in a very unique kind of way.
Yeah, I didn't for a really long time, but once I got like an understanding of using color, like now I'm like low key addicted to it. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, you've got all your notes on the side of the page here.
Yeah. Because I had to like condense it, so I'd write out whatever I wanted to say, but then I would take how I could boil it down and fit it into a panel.
Yes, right. Yeah, sometimes that's the big thing about comics. Sometimes you want to have a lot to say, and you're like, well, I'm not writing a book. I've got to really condense it into the fewest number of words.
Especially this one, because there's multiple artists that's going to be reading. So I had to make sure I was going to be up there all day talking about my stuff.
Will the images be projected up while you're reading? Okay.
Yep.
So have you already given them slides for that?
Yeah. We all got it. Where it's today, so
yeah.
We gotta get ready,
right? Well, I mean, if they were just going to look at that and project that up, or
no, yeah, they have slides, and I touched it up too, so it's a little more legible.
Well, that's very exciting.
There's definitely parts of it, like when the interdimensional demon shows up, like I wanted that creature to not really look like anything. I only wanted you to kind of see it.
Yes,
and then even when it spoke, I wanted it to be hard to really read or see what it was saying.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like that add to the creepiness of it, and kind of like what's arcane about him.
Ooh, what's going on here with this?
So that's like interdimensional thing.
Like a little ghostly.
Yeah, he's just watching.
Okay.
He's not really a part of it. He's like a coach, essentially.
Yeah, okay.
So he's just checking it out.
Yeah, he looks like a sort of old style cartoon character or something.
Yeah.
About. I can sort of see that.
Totally.
Oh, okay. Wait, that was the end.
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, all right.
It's a nice little quick
yes
little comic. Yeah, and this is the first time I did something.
How long did that take you?
It was a little too long. It only took me like 3 months or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yes, right. There was the guy there. Okay, yes, I see. Yes, very good.
Because a lot of it was like I was getting kind of like, I don't know, tired almost, or more like drawing block towards the end of it,
It's a lot of drawing. I mean, I think a lot of people don't make comics because they're like, it's too bloody hard.
Right.
To me, it's the hardest thing to do. My sister was saying, well, what about acting? I'm like, acting's just a small subset of comics.
Mm-hmm.
You have to act out your characters.
Right.
You have to write them. You have to light them. You have to draw.
And for this one, I was trying to get my words right. I was trying to really think about what I wanted to say and stuff. And it was so different from what I usually write, which I usually write like funny stuff or stuff with action. So I was more concerned of what am I saying? What's going to be said amongst these two phantoms, essentially. But out of all the stories I was thinking of, which I thought of over 15 stories I could have done for this thing, this was the one that interested me the most. And then this was the one that had me think of things.
Well, what do you mean there was 15? They're just 15 stories rattling around in your head.
Exactly. Yeah. And then why, you said? Guys, it was very it reminded me of anime in the sense of anime, it kind of takes a moment to explain things of why things are or why they're able to do things, and so they break down the science of it. And so I kind of just like the idea of understanding, hey, how is a ghost made? How does a ghost come to be?
Yes.
And just thinking of that alone sparked my curiosity and my inspiration heavily. So yes. I think that's why I was out of everything, whether this is going to be successful or not, this is what intrigues me the most. And so that's why I went with this story particularly.
Wait, okay. So yes. So somebody opens the door and the ghost sits. So is this a ghost seeing a human?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. So, cause it's not in this state that it's in, it just was born. It's kind of. And so it sees things not exactly how they are.
Yes.
And so he's essentially seeing what the human's projecting onto him.
Yes.
The human's coming into the closet because it's afraid of something. So it's checking in on the closet. But in that act of doing that, it projects this, monstrous energy into the ghost.
Right.
And so the ghost now mimics what the human came in to check, essentially.
Yes. Oh, I see. Wonderful. Yes. All right.
So, yeah. So like weird stuff, like going like really far out.
Yeah.
With the story and thinking like that was really like entertaining.
So the ghost is sort of frightened.
Yeah. So like it's actually the ghost
looking at him. Yes,
is more scared. At least at this moment.
Yes.
The ghost is terrified. Because essentially the human is filling him up with their own fear.
Ah, yes, I see. Yes,
so the ghost. That's essentially what's happening here.
Yes,
in this panel, is that light is starting to shoot into it, and then now you see its color is changing. Now it's changing into purple, whereas before it was like a dark blue.
Right.
Yeah, little things like that.
Oh yes, and then is oozing out. Okay. Okay.
They don't really have names. I think the main ghosts, I name them questions, and then the interdimensional demons like.
Yes. Ellipses. Okay, here comes the interdimensional demon. Now. All right, so that figures. Yeah, the sort of blue and the black, so it's very hard to see. Yes.
Yeah. And I was kind of trying to do like what was it John Carpenter talks about, which is like the idea of letting it be generic, and then letting your viewer fill in the generic shape with whatever they're afraid of. Essentially, that's what
it looks quite evil here. Yes, right. Yes.
So like it comes off creepier because it's hard to tell what it is.
Yeah, or what it's saying.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to go for at least.
So are you going to read this stuff?
Yes.
Of what it's saying?
I edited it a little bit so it's a little more legible.
Okay.
But I figured if I'm reading it, it doesn't have to be that legible, actually.
No. So you'll sort of be a bit whispery sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be doing voices for these guys too.
All right. Okay. Yeah. And then it gets a little more real here.
Yeah, because now the ghost is starting to come into its own body. Like it's starting to form into something complete. And now it's noticing that it's in a closet.
Yeah, did you realize you were in a closet?
Right.
Okay, yes. All right, yes, I see.
And you can even see its grown teeth now and stuff like that. Like, it's developing. Now it's even bigger than the interdimensional demon. A lot of intention. I had a lot of fun just thinking of ways to subtly show.
Okay.
And this was supposed to be my gotcha.
Yes.
6 panels.
Yes.
Oh, this is creepy.
Oh, and these are all like fingers.
Yeah. So like, if you actually do like a microscope look onto the iris and how it dilates.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They look like fingers.
They
genuinely like even with fingernails and shit.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like, and I thought that was the creepiest looking thing that's on everyone's eyeball.
Yeah.
And so I thought like, okay, so this is all like kind of like eyes is the aesthetic for the comic. So I thought like at the end for it to be like its final form, its creepiest form, it should just be like I don't even know, like this essentially this like what would you call it, like a void or an orifice type of thing of a close-up of an eyeball, so that way people won't really recognize it as that, but it'll be something like kind of like for the real nerds to enjoy.
Yeah. All right, well, yeah, if they've watched this show, which they haven't,
right? Which is good. I want them to be surprised.
All right, awesome. Well, okay, you better take those with
I know, because I'm going to have to leave soon.
Yeah, we've got 10 more minutes with Greg. If anybody got any questions for Greg?
What medium are you working in?
In this one, it's ink and color pencil, actually. That's all I was doing. But I digitally altered it, too, when I scanned them in. Yep. I wanted something. In this age of AI, I appreciate artwork that looks like it's been done by a human. Like,
yes.
Know? So, like, I really wanted it to look DIY and just look like, that it has some type of spirit poured into it. Like, I wanted to have a feeling of.
Yes, I'm very conflicted with AI. I mean, I've been very deliberately sort of doing analog art and, moving away from you using computers and doing all this stuff. But then, like in the last week or two, I started playing around with putting some of my art into. Well, I don't like to admit it, but like into Grok.
Right.
But it's got this sort of feature where it will bring your drawings to life.
Right.
And it's quite,
Chuck's a
it's quite incredible though, but I think it's quite nice to like, and I was sort of making a little video where I'll like draw it and then it comes to life. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, like if you were going to animate that, you'd have to have a team of animators working for several weeks on doing it. And I mean, like, how much energy would that use up? Right. I don't know. So I don't.
I mean, animations you pull off. You could do it by yourself, but that would be like months of work.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like it would just even like just doing a walk cycle that would take a month.
I mean, we'll see. Yes, exactly.
To do like 10 seconds, if that.
I mean, there's all these sort of concerns about the energy, the usage, and someone saying, "Oh, it uses up all this water." Sure. How does it use up the water? Doesn't the water just evaporate and turn into rain and fall back down again?
I think like as a human race, we need an outside perspective really bad. I think AI can supply that. It's just like I think like, for my concerns is like it's not going to be used to benefit humanity. It's going to be used to like make money and to kill people, like essentially. So like I think that's where the scary part. It's not like that it's the robot itself that's scary. It's that what is humans going to do?
Yes,
with this technology we are not prepared for at all. We are not responsible.
Haven't our alien overlords been gradually preparing us over the years, giving us all this stuff?
Greg,
what? Dale?
In popular fiction, what do they typically do with AIs?
Well, in Isaac Asimov's series, the robots look after us for many billions of years into the future.
Did you see Westworld?
I watched the original one. I remember that one, yeah.
Okay, what did they do in Westworld with the robots?
They had made a nice theme park where we could go and play at being cowboys.
Right.
Okay. They had sex with them.
True.
Oh, yeah, and they had sex with them.
Yeah, okay. That is where it's going.
That's definitely. That's why they said that VHS won out over Betamax, because all the porn films were on VHS.
Yeah.
Really? That's funny.
AI is going to be the end of us, because once they are able to build sex robots, it's over.
Right. Game over.
Yeah.
Why would you ever want to date again when you have a sex robot?
Yeah.
Chuck.
Well,
I'm trying to find an answer, but there isn't one.
I don't think a sex robot ever can compete with another human being at the end of the day.
Right. Well, we'll see.
I mean, but it's like a challenge. Like people like a challenge. I mean, sex robot. Where's the challenge?
Well,
I think it might destroy the like.
It'd be like video games. They would have difficulty settings.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't be. Just like I wouldn't get the first iPhone. I wouldn't go out and get the first robot.
You're not going to get the first robot girlfriend.
I mean, it's just. I think the way I see it, it's like it might kill the whole like OnlyFans craze that's going on in the world right now, and also that's with like prostitution. But I don't know. I feel like if you have like a real, like if you want a real person, that is a very different desire than just wanting to get your rocks off.
Right. They don't want people. Have you ever been to a Roomba forum?
I don't think so.
No, that's probably why you're meeting the people who don't want to meet other people, because that's what happens in Roomba forums.
Okay. They weren't built to vacuum your floors.
What did he say? What did you say, Dale?
Nothing.
What happens? So I'm going to have to go in the Roomba forum and find out what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you been in a room before?
Use a fake name.
Use a fake name.
Is Roomba a euphemism for something, or are you talking about actual Roombas?
I'm not gonna. I don't want to get sued.
I know. Well, why'd you bring it up? We're not gonna.
Because we need content.
Because
Roomba forums are for suckers.
Yes, Roomba forums are for suckers.
Isn't anyone?
Yeah. Yeah, the best thing that I can say about a Roomba forum is that it didn't blow.
I wish Sam had like a
Yeah, we need a little rim shot sound there. Yeah. Yeah, you need Sam. You need like a series of buttons up there to do rim shots and applause and laughter.
Right.
I can do that.
There we go.
There we go.
We've had this all this time. We haven't been using it.
Yeah, you need
yeah, we have.
Use them more until I tell you you're using them too much.
I like that one.
Was that the gong?
I think so.
Yes.
You need a gong.
All right.
Yes, this shows the natural evolution of the gong show. Like YouTube's just one big gong show, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah. That was kind of its whole shtick. I guess it's a little less like that. It's a little more corporate now. But
yeah. At least people were doing interesting things on the
yeah,
YouTube. I don't understand YouTube. I'm looking at my videos. Some of them I get over 1,000 views. What? 1,000. Others I get 8 or 5 or 1, and I'm like, what? Why does this one have? And I notice the ones that do it are the ones that are the most sort of average and boring. So YouTube definitely sort of, it's a sort of race to mediocrity.
I guess so.
That would be a good name for our show.
Right. Also, that foghorn was ill-timed. You should have waited until you said, I only get 8 views.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah, 1,000 is what you'd like.
All right. Very good.
Yeah, okay, Greg.
Hey, there it is. There's a rim shot. All right, I gotta go.
All right, Greg's got to go. Can I keep? I can put that up on my wall. Or...
How come he got a portrait and I didn't?
I like how my head is taking off.
Yeah, thank you. That's like my thing.
He got a portrait.
When I don't want to draw something connecting, I'm just gonna have it detached.
Next time I want a portrait.
And there's a pretty cute Astro Kitty there.
Yeah.
Astro Kitty pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Driving the Urfspace Express. New album available now.
All right.
We'll talk about that more in a minute. All right, Greg. Thanks for coming in.
Over.
I'm gonna. I'll see you again next time, I guess.
Yes.
And
whatever that will be.
Yeah, whatever that will be.
Draw me next time.
Okay, I will, Dale. Actually, as soon as I can. I am.
All right. Tina's upstairs. She'll see you out.
Very lovely.
And I guess I'm going to continue the show down here with Dale for a little while. Buddy, give us a hug.
Yes. All right, man. I miss you, bud.
Oh yeah, you too. Yeah, that's good. Great to see you. All right. Good luck. And Greg's reading tonight in Berkeley.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
See you, Dale. See you, Sam.
See you.
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, I felt bad that he moved out of the Bay Area.
Yeah,
but the Bay Area is. Even I'm thinking about moving out of the Bay Area.
Yeah, I'm always thinking where I'd go. Now, Nero Case came up to my open studios last weekend on Sunday. He moved down to, down to San Luis Obispo area.
Ooh, that's it. I like San Luis.
It seemed nice down there. He said he was planning to organize some sort of comic convention. So that'd be nice. I said, sign me up for that. And he's friends with Kane Lynch. Do we have Kane on the show? I don't know if we had him on the show, did we? We should try and get him on the show. He's got a graphic novel out, Real Life. But yeah, Nero said he'd grown up and knew him and was, involved in some of those videos and things he made. Anyway, all right, I should do some drawing now. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to put on a commercial while I go find some paper.
Oh, so we haven't had a show in a while, and you still haven't restocked your studio.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Go get stuff.
Urfspace proudly presents A Star and the Space Princess and other stories by Robert L. McCarthy. Available now on Urfspace.com.
Wait a minute, I protest. Stop your belly aching, cause mama knows best. Mama knows best. Stop your belly aching, cause mama knows best. She's out as a rule, but her fuck down never takes it away. She got everything she more wants, and my mama knows best. Stop your belly aching, cause mama knows best. Mama knows best. Stop your belly aching, cause mama knows best. You got that.
Oh, hello. All right, I think that's the end of the commercials. Let's go back to... here we are. All right, I put my picture from Greg up on the wall. I don't know if you can see it very well. All right, well, that was great to see Greg. Yeah, his comics, HamletMania. He's reading over in Berkeley tonight. I did have a flyer for that. If I send that to you, Sam, can you put that up on the screen?
Yep. Send it to me through Messenger.
Yes. Hang on.
They have to go up to Berkeley tonight.
Greg. Well, I'm going to be going up to Santa Rosa.
Where are you going to Santa Rosa?
Well, I've been invited to an event up there.
Okay. Is it a secret event?
Well, it's a sort of artists' party being hosted by my friend Emily Megamoth and Maya Kababi, who is the author of Genderqueer, which is one of the most banned
books in America.
Which I'm like, if the author of the most banned book in America is inviting me to a party, I better go.
Yeah, you should. Enjoy. I wish I was going. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to get an invite. I'm just saying I'm envious.
But all right, I'm trying to find. Well, let me go on Facebook. I guess probably he's got it on there. Assuming I can still get on Facebook. My Facebook pages got hacked this week. I lost access to all my pages and my business portfolio on Facebook. Yeah. But I'm not sure it's a bad thing because I'm not missing them that much. And, they said they're working on getting it back. And apparently it takes them about 3 weeks to get around to getting them back. Maybe there's a good chance they will get them back. But, or maybe they won't. I don't know. At this point, I'm like almost starting to not miss it. But it was very confusing having all these pages. But then now my pages are sort of out there and somebody else owns them. So that's not good.
That's not good.
But so far they haven't really done anything with them. I think Facebook sort of put a hold on them or something. Thing is, I was running an ad on Facebook, and when you run an ad on Facebook, they're always kicking it back to you for one reason or another. And okay, here's the image. I'm going to post that, and that's how they got me. Okay. And I was sort of on whack-a-mole mode. And I realized quite quickly what I'd done and immediately sort of backpedaled on it. But it was, and I thought, and I looked like I'd sort of kicked them out. And I got on to Facebook and, spoke to somebody and they gave me the all clear. But then it turned out it wasn't all clear. The next morning, they were sort of running these ads on my account. But fortunately, basically, I caught it quickly enough. and was able to get it shut down. But yeah, because I had a business account, you can actually get in touch with support and all this sort of stuff. But it was they don't make it easy.
Facebook? No, they don't. So what are you going to draw? I've been drawing all this time.
I know, that's good. I thought it was like Greg was sort of drawing too. All right, Sam, I just sent you Greg's flyer there. All right, I've got some ideas here. All right, I'm just going to do a sort of grey hawky one. I've got a nice picture of model who I like. Alicia McMunn, who I've drawn a few times. And she's usually quite complimentary. Yes, no, I mean, the trouble is, I know some of you have been upset that I've did some AI posting of stuff. I don't know what to tell you. It's very fun making my drawings come alive.
You're dead to me.
But okay. I mean, Disney and that have got their lawsuits going through. I mean, the whole of copyright, we only have copyright because Disney, wanted copyright for themselves. So, they paid the lawyers to extend copyright. It's so complicated. But I don't think you can do anything about it. It's the future. You can sort of say, well, I'm going to be a Luddite and not involve it. But then you shouldn't be doing Photoshop art. You shouldn't be doing any of it. I mean, for years I got guilty about doing anything in Photoshop because I thought that was cheating.
Listen, just do what you want. I mean, we're all damned anyway, so.
Yes. We're all going to die and burn in hell.
Yep.
Especially people who watch the show.
So I've been told.
All right, I'm trying to get my drawing table set up. All right. Ooh, it looks like we've got some more viewers now. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
More viewers. Hello. Why are you here? Introduce yourself.
Because they are the coolest people. By the here.
They're probably my Facebook hackers. All right. All right. I haven't done anything in a while. We were off the air, but we're sort of back. I don't know. I'm doing a few things this month too, so we'll do some shows when I'm not. Next weekend, I'm exhibiting at the Box SF Maker Fair in San Francisco.
There's a Maker Fair in San Francisco?
Well, it's this place called the Box SF. Wait, it's gone all blurry. Why is it gone all blurry? What? Do you think it will get less blurry if I start just drawing something? All right. Okay, yeah, it is. All right. All right. Now, as usual, I'm just going to come right in pen here. All right, it went blurry again. Right, I'm not using my dip pen today because it's a bit of a mess over here, and honestly, that will just only make everything messier. So
you should get one of those newfangled iPad things. I've got one, and I love it.
Yeah, and you don't consider that cheating, even though like artists in the
I do
consider that. That's the thing. I mean, you're using that, and that's AI. That's AI.
No, it isn't. I consider it cheating.
How much electricity? Like, if you spend all day making a drawing on your iPad, how much electricity is that used up? This is what is confusing me.
I do.
So these arguments, it's using vast amounts of electricity.
I do.
But isn't it using even more electricity to have humans do it in the slow way?
I do consider it cheating. I should be using a fountain pen like El Maestro, our hero, Sergio Aragonés, but I am not using a fountain pen.
Yeah.
I am a bad person.
And you're a cannibal, possibly.
And possibly a cannibal.
You're cannibal adjacent.
Cannibal adjacent.
I mean, yes. Well, by your theory, anybody who watches movies is potentially a cannibal. But they at least enjoy cannibal.
We're all potentially cannibals.
All right. So the trouble is when I'm drawing, it's very hard to sort of think of things to say because I'm drawing. It's easier to sort of answer questions.
What pen are you using? I didn't take a look.
Oh, well, I'm using my old favorites, the Pet Artists pens. They've served me well over the years. I wish they were a bit juicier, but they are like waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
So I can add like washes and stuff to them. And they're India ink, so they're also quite archival, which I find is an important part of my process. Because I want them to be, around for the future generations.
Yes. The show's all about the kids.
Well, anytime like J.K. Rowling's right, it's like anytime you make art, it's kind of like you making a Horcrux. You're tearing off a little piece of your soul and you're embedding it in some physical thing.
We don't talk about her. She's dead to all of us.
Not to my feminist friend in London. She thinks J.K. Rowling's, very brave for speaking up about important issues. I know, I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying it's very complicated.
Okay.
I think there's room for both things at the same time, usually. People always like, it's either this or that. You can have both. Diversity for health.
No. Everything should be homogenized. Everything should be put in a blender and just made beige. Don't you believe in beige?
No. No, the excitement comes from the contrast. If everything's beige, then everything's boring.
Boring's good. Boring is safe. Boring is happy.
Well, listen, the universe begins in a state of boredom. The universe is thoroughly bored. And then it gets so bored that at some point it wants to create all of everything that we are. And so here we are, like living in this sort of exciting state where things are happening to us. And, we're not supposed to really know what's going on or, how we're supposed to feel about it, happy, sad. The universe doesn't really care. It's experiencing all of that through us. So thanks, universe. But, that's just like thanking ourselves. We're basically, we're the universe's way of pleasuring itself. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, your drawing panel is completely blurry.
Oh, I'm completely blurred. Dale, you're supposed to be telling me these. Why do I have a producer and all these
I thought it was supposed to be that way.
Dear, oh dear. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it was in focus earlier, and now it's going out of focus. What? Have I tried turning it off and on again?
Tried beating it with a stick.
I mean, what's the point in having viewers and then not doing anything? Okay, come on. All right,
it's still blurry, by the way.
I know, I'm turning it off and on.
Oh, but that's your microphone, by the way, so now we can't hear you.
I have a question. Does the devil have a halo?
No.
Why not?
It's the devil. That's all. How you know it's not the devil, because it doesn't have a halo. The devil has horns. The angel has a halo.
You're supposed to have a halo.
Okay, there it is. I think it's to do with the autofocus.
Okay.
All right, yeah. I mean, Tina was making comments about that. We need to be aware of viewer comments. All right, this is your job.
What, my job?
I don't know.
No, my job.
All right.
Well, both of your jobs.
All right. Do we have any comments?
It's so frustrating that it doesn't notify you.
What?
It doesn't ever notify you. There's no way. I don't know how to get it to notify you.
Oh wait, there's comments.
There was that one thing that Amber showed us.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be Tim. We don't say that name.
What name?
I mean, I can say that name. Maybe you don't say that name.
What name?
Amber.
Oh, yeah, we do. We still love Amber.
Not we.
Now, Dale, don't be bitter. Don't be then you're just being what she accused you of being. A bitter old man.
I am a bitter old man. I'm not freaking denying that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't live long enough to be a bitter old man. I'm kind of proud of it.
You'll live longer if you're not bitter, I promise you.
No, trust me. It's the bitter ones that live longer.
No, my dad's 95. He's not bitter.
He's not publicly bitter.
He's not privately bitter.
Trust me. It's the bitter ones that live the longest.
I don't think so. I think they're the ones that get cancer and die.
Kids, you want to be bitter. You want to be filled with anger. Because anger is a motivator.
Well, possibly.
It is. You want to be motivated by anger and hatred. You want to be kept warm at night by resentment.
Well, you can do what you want. I mean, basically, that's the universe wants to experience all the emotions.
All the great artists.
It's experiencing them
angry. All the great artists were angry and bitter.
Okay, so you're saying it will make you a better artist to be angry and bitter?
Yes.
It probably will, but I don't think it will make you a better cartoonist.
I think it will.
No, I don't think people want to hear that. They want something, they want something like Garfield's. Garfield's bitter. Yeah, well, I suppose he is a bit bitter, isn't he?
He's trapped in his own cat hell.
If you say so.
They do say so.
It's really much easier drawing with the Pitt artist pen than it is drawing with a dip pen. But I don't know if the effect is quite as good.
It's different. You don't have the line width. You don't have a live line. You want a live line.
But my friend Jeff Plotkin says the secret is fine lines.
Fine lines or fine lines?
Five lines. 5 fine lines. Or like your Turtle Wayne, like he's very specific. Like he draws his characters with a certain number of lines.
Me counts them?
Well, yeah, he counts them. Like he's got it on his shirt. It says Turtle Wayne, and it's got like I forgot what the number is. Like, but you have to look at his shirts. That's the number of lines that he can draw his character in. I think it's 4.
Why have a limited number of lines?
Well, because he's all about sort of a simple little graphical thing.
Okay, it doesn't make any sense at all to me.
Well, I didn't think so, but he's got like tens of thousands of followers, so people seem to like it.
Oh, just because people follow something doesn't mean that they like it.
I know. I mean, I really am confused about like my YouTube views. I mean, some of them are like, okay, yeah, that was a good one. I guess I get why that one is popular. But then others, I'm like, that's just a sort of fairly average one. And I just really feel like it's the more average ones. And the ones that I think are really great, they've got like hardly any views. And I'm like, what is going on? Can somebody explain it to me? Anybody out there know anything about YouTube?
No.
About what regarding YouTube views?
Yeah.
So
why is some of them my best ones get no views, and then some very average ones get thousands of views?
That's so basically, this is the YouTube algorithm.
I knew it. I was going to say,
and it's trying to communicate with you. When the videos that get no views, it's saying don't post stuff like this. And if you get a video that, it seems like I don't understand why this is getting a lot of views, that's the algorithm saying you need to post more stuff like that.
Yeah, so it basically wants me to post more average, uninteresting crap.
Yeah. What did I tell you?
Like everything on YouTube is already average, uninteresting.
You always sound so surprised, but it's like the same story every time of how it's like, yes, the people want the unoriginal, average Spider-Man slop, and if you want to make money, that's how you do that. But
I know. I get it.
No, you don't get it. That's why.
I get it, but I'm not doing anything about it. How about that?
So why aren't you doing Inktober?
Because Inktober's for amateurs who don't have a full-time job drawing art all day, where they've got to do stuff and make money.
Okay, well, so why aren't you doing Inktober?
I mean, look, I'm looking basically. Well, I just say that because I can't. I can't do it in October. Like, I can't sit there and draw. Like, it's like working on somebody else's brief all day long. You're working on a bloody brief. I've already working all day on briefs of things that I don't particularly want to draw. Why would I, in my spare time, want to sit there drawing things I don't particularly want to draw? I don't understand why that's so hard to understand. But all right, I guess it. I mean, look, each to their own. Some people want to do it, fine.
I'm doing
Go for it.
All the cool kids are doing Inktober, and you're just drawing.
Who's the cool kids?
Me.
All right.
I'm the cool kids.
Well, you are pretty cool.
I am pretty cool. I'm also behind on Inktober.
Yeah, exactly. Like everyone's always behind on Inktober. Oh my god! And then all of a sudden you're doing like 100 crappy drawings to catch up on Inktober.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point.
Well, I guess you don't have to do more than 30. That's a good thing.
The whole point of Inktober is to fall behind on it. Those of you who don't know what Inktober is, kids, it's the idea that you find a list of prompts somewhere. You can find them at inktober.com, or there's a lot of people who will just write up a list of prompts, and you draw a drawing in ink every day of October, and ideally share it on social media.
I couldn't even do Catch Your Lie, which is the drawing challenge that I invented to be the world's easiest and most non-demanding art challenge. You literally were just supposed to do a very lazy cat drawing of any kind of squiggles, like
which
a couple of dots and a pair of whiskers would work. And I couldn't even do that, and I started it. And the only people that do benefit from these challenges are the people that invent them, because they, suddenly then people are like, oh, I'm doing your challenge. And I mean, people did do it, and it was good. But then next year it came around, I couldn't be bothered. But somebody else said, oh, can I keep it going? And I said, sure.
I like doing it just to see if I am capable of it, because That's one of the problems with retirement is you goof off and you lose your abilities to do things.
Yeah, all right, it's true. And I did do some great catch-eye drawings. And in fact, I think my first Astro Kitty drawing was one of those catch-eye drawings. So, I mean, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. If you're retired, you have to
work.
You have to actually get up and do things just so that you don't end up as a couch potato in adult diapers.
Yeah, I mean, my 95-year-old dad, he can't drive anymore, but he only stopped a couple of years ago. But, you know, that was part of his thing. Every day he would, like, go out and have some sort of errand that he would go out and run.
Yeah.
Something he would do.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't sell those adult diapers for people who have problems with incontinence. They sell them to potheads and old people who are just too lazy to get up and go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and people with spina bifida.
Ah. I thought you were just too lazy.
Right. Although I must say, being off the coffee actually helps that a lot. Just say, if you're having an incontinence problem, maybe like lay off the caffeine.
I have not had I don't drink coffee. Coffee's not good for you. Coffee's
yeah, that's what Lemon said. It's the food of the devil. Although he's kind of a Puritan. I started going on about Puritans, and he couldn't understand what was wrong with Puritans.
No, coffee's not good for you. It's people drink coffee to amp themselves up for work, and then when they get home, they drink booze to get them unamped so they can go to sleep. You just want to get off the whole chemical treadmill.
Yes, coffee really does help you with like work. You're like, okay, I've got to bloody go to work today, and I'm very awake, and I can go to bed early enough, and you know.
When climate change makes coffee too expensive for the average person, they're just.
I think Donald Trump's already doing that, isn't he?
They're going to be taking caffeine pills. I already see ads for caffeine pills where the spokesperson says, "Well, I couldn't afford coffee anymore." So
I know. Well, it's another one of those things where people like keep going on about the taste of it, and it's not really the taste, is it? It's the effect. Like with alcohol, like how much of a hangover is it going to give you? That's the only real thing you need to know. But I was sort of having this debate last night, and people were, they were sort of saying, "Well, oh no, it's the taste. Rubbish."
What taste of what? Booze?
Alcohol. It all tastes foul. The question is, like, how much of a hangover is it going to give you?
If you stop drinking for a while, it's alcohol's disgusting.
Yeah. Nobody needs it.
Yeah, we should outlaw it again.
Well, I don't believe in that. I mean, you've got to have people allowed to do whatever they want.
No. Well, alcohol's just something that's part of human history. So it will never really be. It's also too easy to make. It will never really be successfully outlawed. Even countries where where alcohol is outlawed, it's smuggled in, or people brew it in their bathroom.
Or it just makes itself, doesn't it? I mean, the fruit falls off the tree, and the next minute it's fermented. So, what you're gonna like arrest the fruit?
Yes, fruit should be arrested.
That's more cannibal talk from Dale there. Don't eat fruit, eat people. That's his manifesto.
Well, no, I eat fruit. I love fruit.
Yeah, that is cannibalism then.
I'll tell you, I'm going to give you a tip to all you viewers out there.
All two of them now. I know we were up to 3 at one point.
What I learned was when I go to the Santa Cruz Farmers Market, which is awesome, Santa Cruz, California, every Wednesday. I pick up some extra baskets of strawberries or blackberries to give to the staff at Atlantis Fantasy World Comics. And I discovered that by doing that, they are finding the rare comics for me. So,
and then they're giving you all the ones that have got ink stains.
I strongly suggest if you have a regular comic book shop that you go to, bring them snacks.
Okay, well, that's probably good advice there from Dale. I can't afford to go to comic shops. I'm like, if you're it's like the irony. If you're a cartoon artist, you don't have the money to spend any money on comics. I mean, how does that make sense?
Hey. I'm not going to comment on that.
Well, what? I mean, like, you get paid next to nothing. Comics are expensive.
Well, they were supposed to be, you know, a pop culture, low cost entertainment, like movies. Movies were originally a low cost form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Now
once upon a time, that was very true.
Yeah, now they cost the world.
I mean, they're more expensive than regular books. I mean, they've got to be printed in color because you want them all nice in color. And
yep. Well, I don't. I love glorious black and white.
All right. Well, it's just all very confusing. This world that we live in makes no sense. You know, YouTube wants you to produce average crap. And
you know, there's a guy I follow on YouTube. I won't name his name, but he is a 35-year-old, lives with his mom, and he's now the cart boy at a grocery store. And he talks about his life because he's no longer a white-collar worker. And he has thousands and thousands of viewers. So, you know, our problem might be that you're just too successful as a cartoonist.
That's always been a problem. People always tell me I'm too good. I'm like, okay, thanks. I guess. I'm not that good. I'm sort of in the middle. I'm in the zone of being like, too good, but not good enough.
Well, you're better than I am.
Well, that's very kind of you to say.
No, it just says how bad I am. There's chickens at county fairs with a crayon who are better than I am.
You know, you could have just let him take it as a compliment.
No, I couldn't have. Your dad and I have a friendship built on hate.
Well, watching that Thunderbolts movie last night, it reminded me of Red Dwarf when they like, you know, there's sort of posts that's sort of pursuing them through space, even though they've been sort of lost in space for thousands of years or whatever. The sort of post is behind them. So once they turn around and start going back, the mail starts arriving, and they get a copy of Better Life, the new video games, and you know, it's a sort of virtual reality game. You go in and, you know, you can have whatever you want and have a better life. And it's sort of,
yes, that's where they have to actually put the headset on that sticks the electrodes into their brains.
Yes. But Rimmer, like, they're having a good time, but Rimmer can't. Like, his life is sort of self-destructs and everything. All of a sudden, he's married to Magruder, but now they've got kids, and he's
no, it wasn't Magruder. Magruder is Lister's main squeeze.
Oh yeah, no. No, that's Kachansky.
No, that's right. It is Magruder. It's
Yvonne Magruder.
Kachansky.
Challenge me on my Red Dwarf
watch
that. The only one I didn't really watch was the recent one with the cats. That I don't know. That was a bit of a misstep. All right.
No, is that?
No, they've been up and down. But anyway, the point is he sort of sabotaged. He can't help sabotaging his own life. And I was like, okay, that was definitely seemed to be the plot of the Thunderbolts.
I haven't seen.
Wait, who? Huh?
The Void, right? Like he got superpowers, but he couldn't help being like the Void, the blackness overtaking him, even though he sort of got everything you could want, ultimate power. He couldn't help.
I mean, I feel like he was less worried about he's not the type of person who actually cares that much about being a superhero. It seemed like, because he was just plucked off the street because he was some vulnerable heroin addict, and then the government experiment on him. And the Void, I think, is more supposed to show this is the dark underside of humanity, and just because someone like that, I mean, they're kind of just trying to do the whole Homelander thing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It felt very like The Boys. It's again, British comics are reinventing American comics yet again. Why can't you come up with any good ideas, Jerome? Why do you always have to take all the British ideas?
I mean,
Century copyright violation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah, I mean, Century has been in the comics for a while, and he is like that in the comics too. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was different enough, because it's more. It's like
Foku was good. I love Foku.
Sort of like a dichotomy thing. There's this one Marvel card game where there's basically 3 different areas you can play your cards in, and the way Sentry worked is that he was a very low cost but a very high power, but his effect basically made the Void version of him on the a different area with negative power. So I thought that was a very cool way to implement that, because it's basically just yes, he's very powerful as this Superman type character, but if he, if his mind breaks, he's basically Superman. If you broke his mental, he turned into a bad guy, and he didn't even want to. It's interesting.
All right, but then I started realizing that I was sort of missing. I should have watched that Hulk one, the Red Hulk, the cat. There was Falcon. What was it called? When Harrison Ford's the president and becomes Red Hulk.
Yeah, you should have watched that.
I should have watched that one because I felt
wait. I just need to comment. I just need to comment on what Dale said. Yes, it is a spoiler alert. And the movie would have been so much better if the entire movie wasn't marketed around the fact that fucking Harrison Ford was going to be Red Hulk, and that was actually a surprise reveal at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
truly, that movie would have been cool and interesting if that was something we didn't know going into it, and it was oh my god, it's Red Hulk, and now we have Hulk back. That movie was such a big marketing fail, in my opinion. All they needed to do was just market it as, not having Red Hulk be the front and center of it.
Or we could just stop watching Marvel movies because they're all the freaking same now.
No, I like Marvel movies. They're not all the same. That's a bad take. You're just saying what Martin Scorsese said.
No,
all right. Of course, Martin Scorsese thinks Marvel movies are bad because it means that we're in the Marvel movie era of cinema. It'll go away at some point, and then it'll be something else. I
don't know. Maybe. I mean,
it's not maybe. Nothing is ever.
When are they going to make the Judge Dredd show and movies? Come on, please, Judge Dredd. Time. You keep ripping everything off out of Judge Dredd and doing a sort of watered down version. Just do it properly, for God's sake. My favorite character in Judge Dredd these days is definitely PJ Maybe. He started out as a teenage serial killer, but you know, because Judge Dredd sort of ages in real time. You know, he's had quite a career, and like, you know, he sort of gets arrested and then he'll escape again and get on the large, and then then the best bit was then when Mega City 1 had this really popular mayor, Mayor Ambrose, and everybody loved Mayor Ambrose, and it turned out Mayor Ambrose was PJ Maybe. Not PJ Harvey.
Hey, Harvey and PJ Maybe.
But then he couldn't help it because somebody wrote a book about PJ Maybe. You know, some author wrote a book about like PJ Maybe and what happened to him, and you know, he couldn't hack it. He was doing really good as Mayor Ambrose, but he had to go and kill the guy that wrote the book about it. And that's how Judge Dredd got onto him. And then that didn't make Judge Dredd popular because, you know, it's one of those situations where Judge Dredd didn't really help the city by getting rid of PJ Maybe. I mean, it's like, what do you do? Like, he's a brilliant mayor, but he's a serial killer. But I mean, Mega City 1's huge. Although Mega City 1, when I'm reading it now, it's around 2015, and the population's been decimated. They're only down to about 50 million now.
What decimated?
They were about 800 million, but like, you know, the series of events that have happened, and now they're down to only about 50 million. So they've got some real problems. Large areas of the city are sort of chaotic wastelands.
What destroyed the city this time?
What's that?
What destroyed the city this time?
The last thing was the chaos bug, which was like caused a day of chaos where everyone just went absolutely mental for like a day.
Yeah, I always screw up when I'm drawing legs.
But there's been some good stuff about like Titan and like the prisoners on Titan, the former judges, because that's where you go if you're a judge who's a criminal. They put you on Titan. Not Colorado, like in the Sylvester Stallone movie. Don't watch that Sylvester Stallone. I don't know. Do watch it. It's quite good. I like it. But every time I see it, like, what can you do? Although they were doing some stories recently where Judge Dredd sort of had his helmet off, but because he was for one reason or other, but then they just kept it in shadow. So all you have to do is just put some shadow on his head so you don't see his face. Or, you know, watch the Carl Urban one. And Carl Urban keeps saying he wants to come back as Judge Dredd.
Yeah, because he wants a paycheck.
Well, all right, he's doing quite well with The Boys. I mean, he doesn't have to do Judge Dredd, but...
No, the Boys is over.
No, they've got one more season coming.
No, they don't. They canceled it, didn't they?
No,
well, they didn't finish it.
That's not true.
I was
if they canceled it on season 4, that would be so stupid because that whole season was basically just filler and setup for season 5.
I was under the impression it's ended.
Where did you get that impression?
From this actress who was on it, who said that she was sad that the show was ending.
Yeah, it's ending, but it's not ending.
Season 5 is the last season.
Season 5 is going to end it.
Yeah, and that's what I meant.
Season 5's not out yet.
Oh, dude, who cares? It's just more superhero drivel.
Well,
look,
yeah,
I mean,
he's like, when he came on to Judge Dredd, he definitely like came in like being very over the top, and I don't know, yeah, he always like kind of revels in being quite over the top, you know. Whereas Wagner, who created it, I mean, there's a guy now, Collins, who's doing a really good job, but you know, Wagner really, I mean, the older he got, the better he got, really.
Judge Dredd is over the top.
Well, I know, yes, but you know, yeah, exactly. So he's over the top. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, he did some quite good, sort of quite dramatic stories when he started. That's for sure. But yeah, he's not my most favorite artist or writer, rather. But all right, but you know, he's definitely. I think The Boys was very great. I mean, season 3 and 4 kind of lost it a bit, but I think there's plenty of room for a really great season 5 to finish everything off nicely.
Oh, we're gonna, you know. it's just, oh, what if we make superheroes bad? What if we give them problems? I mean, it's...
Yeah, well, that's what Marvel did, isn't it?
Yeah,
but then you got to reinvent it. You got to do it another way. Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah.
No, what they ought to do...
your imagination.
They ought to just have Superman at home watching TV. I would pay for a whole movie of that. Just the superhero on their day off. Making Lois cook.
Did you ever see My Super Ex-Girlfriend?
Yeah, I saw it.
I quite like that.
Okay. Well, it's because you're into that superhero stuff.
I'm not really. I mean, although I will argue that Judge Dredd is a superhero. Some people say he's not, but I mean, he's a clone. He's got somewhat superhuman powers. He's not exactly. He can't fly or send beams out of his eyes. Although he has got robotic eyes at this point.
He has robotic eyes.
Yeah, his eyes were burned out at some point. I forgot when that happened actually, but then he said, "Oh, I should have got these years ago." That's how he is. Then they did a few recently where he was just being really horrible. They make sure they do a few just to remind you that he's not a good. He's sort of good. Evil doesn't really enter into it. It's the law, and sometimes he's pretty horrible. But he's the only guy that can save the city when you need him. It's very complicated. Some people, I think, like him for the wrong reasons. They think, okay, that's what good policing should be. Those people you've got to really look out for.
I think some of the people like Judge Dredd just like the costume. There's an entire group on the one of the prop forums. I think it's the RPF, where it's all Judge Dredd costume builders and prop builders.
Yeah, it's quite complicated because of that sort of eagle thing in the shoulder pad. I mean, to make them actually sort of functional. I mean, it was quite simple and functional, but like over the years, it's really sort of evolved into this quite extreme thing. So, yeah.
Well, now with 3D printing, they can do it. I'm sure there's a million files for his badge and the lawgiver.
Yeah.
On.
Well, there's Lawgivers Mark 1, 2, and 3. Although the Mark 3 in the storyline didn't work too well. It kind of let him down when he needed it.
Well, they were all stolen from the gun from Logan's Run.
Probably, yeah. They do steal a lot of things.
Yeah. The whole idea of the lawgiver with different ammunition.
Yeah. Like hot shots, heat seekers.
Yeah, that was all stolen from the science fiction novel Logan's Run.
Okay, that was already in Logan's Run. All right. Yeah, no, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, they told... also, if you watch Dirty Harry the Enforcer, that's really where Judge Dredd comes from. If you watch Enforcer, you're like, okay, that's where he comes from. Like, Clint Eastwood's, sort of scowling that he does in that. That's like, oh, yeah. But, yeah, they sort of cite that, definitely, as their... one of their big influences. But they did it. I mean, again, it wouldn't have been unless of Star Wars, because Star Wars was so popular. They're like, oh, you have to do a science fiction comic. And Judge Dredd was not in issue 1. He came in issue 2. But the thing is, you see, he's so very versatile, because you can do just about any kind of story. you know, it can do anything from a sort of quite a basic police procedural or a detective story or a murder,
a murder,
a lovely murder, or whatever you want. You know, any sort of police story or courtroom story, or you know, any story about the city, story about space. You can go off into space.
Yeah, I mean, Judge Dredd is effectively Agatha Christie. I mean, he's
effectively Judge Dredd's basically Agatha Christie.
Yeah, he's
basically Miss Marple.
They've taken one of those little villages and made it into Mega City 1, and they took Ms. Marple and Hercule Poirot and made Judge Dredd.
Not to be confused with my friend Chris Poirot. I don't know. I saw him the other day. We were speaking French, and I started calling him Hercule Poirot. He didn't seem to mind. I'm going to draw a building. Building's a bit harder without some reference. Without some.
Then get some reference. It's not like you don't have a device that you can access millions of pictures of buildings.
No, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean reference. I mean without underdrawing.
Oh.
But I'm going to just go for it. What the hell? That's what they say, isn't it? Just go for it.
Yes.
Wasn't that the Heaven's Gate? That Heaven's Gate cults with their Nike trainers. Just go for it.
Fake it until you make it.
Now, there was a cool castle drawing that somebody posted on the Greyhawk forum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to draw. They like to post a nice picture somewhere, and then they say, "Where's this?" And then people then just go into naming every different bit of Greyhawk that somebody else hasn't already named. Just to try and prove that they know the obscure places. Oh dear, we're getting very near the end now. I'm not really going to have time to draw this whole castle.
Yeah, I've noticed the larger spreads you do usually take more than 1 hour.
Well, this one isn't that large. It's 11 by 15. But yeah, I mean, all right. But after about 2 hours, I'm hitting my wall. But all right, I mean, it's only an hour, but because I spent an hour talking to Greg. That was lovely to have Greg on the show today. I hope some people will go out and see his event tonight. He said it was quite well attended last time he did it.
Oh.
Okay. Some crenellations here. I like these videos. Sometimes there's videos of people making castles out of, I don't know, strange sort of foamy materials, special castle making materials. I used to like doing that. I don't do anything like that anymore.
You mean making a reference model?
Well, I mean, no, just making a model, I think, for them to sort of play with their figures.
Oh.
This is a cool castle. I love it. I love castles. Why are castles so great? Why don't we all live in castles?
Well, they do take quite a bit of effort to make. Probably pretty expensive.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And they're damp.
They're cold and drafty and damp, yeah.
Yeah, and haunted.
And they don't have good Wi-Fi.
They're typically haunted.
Well, that's all right. We know about ghosts now because of Greg's story. The ghosts are more scared of us. That's what I learned today.
They are?
I think ghosts are some sort of quantum entanglement created by an extreme emotional event.
You do?
Yeah.
I think that they are chicken fat gags that are drawn into our reality by our cartoonist to F with people.
Well, you're probably right.
I'm always right.
But that's just another form of quantum entanglement.
Whatever. I am so behind on Inktober.
Are you working on Inktober now?
I am. I did one.
Did
I
one?
did yesterday.
I did 2 hours. You're supposed to do like about 4 an hour.
I did yesterday's, and now I'm working on today's.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of work. Who's got time for that? Only retired people and students. Or people who want to be artists. Can't think of what to draw. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so mean about Inktober. I know a lot of nice people do Inktober. Just again, it's Jonathan Lemon's fault. I'm blaming Jonathan Lemon. He was the one who soured me on Inktober.
Well, I'm cheating. I'm using Clip Studio Paint.
Ooh, it's got some nice little windows. I can't really see where they are though. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, this is all very fiddly. The trouble with the shows, I always feel a bit rushed with these things, but all right. But then I get them done. So, I mean, I don't know. It's quality over quantity, isn't it?
No.
Or quantity over quality in this case. I mean, otherwise you can spend. I mean, that's okay. Inktober it sort of gives you a deadline. You get some stuff done to fill up your portfolio. You know, there's lots of good reasons to do it if you're a young artist, I would say. I wish they'd had them when I was young. I'd have probably been way more motivated. But see, now I'm old and cynical. I know I don't seem very cynical compared to Dale, but...
And bitter. You're bitter.
Compared to Dale.
No one's as bitter.
I'm relatively uncynical and bitter, but... Funny castle. This is all very higgledy-piggledy. What's going on there? I can't quite see. You see, this is the thing that I noticed with AI. It's like, you know, I'll do something that's very sort of jumbly, and quite often it's quite good at figuring out what it's supposed to be. Sometimes it doesn't. There's definitely a sort of sweet spot of sort of realism versus cartooniness. Although very cartoony ones, it quite likes those. Oh, I'll mess this up a bit. All right. But all right, I mean, look, every artist looks at something, don't they, for reference? We use Google. I mean, is that cheating? The old days, you had to hire a model. What about all those models that used to get paid being hired by artists so that artists could draw them for a picture?
Well, what's wrong with that?
I'm just saying they're not getting paid anymore, are they? Like everybody just goes on Google and gets their reference. You used to have to go to the library. When I started out, you had to go to the stock library and you had to order slides from the stock library.
Yes, I remember.
I mean, what about that? What are they doing? You know, I mean, it's all these arguments about AI. You can make them about just about every single argument about everything that's ever happened.
Okay.
That's the problem. All right, now another problem I got here is we're going to make sure that we're keeping this in proportion here. How long is that? That's almost as needs to be like. This is where it's really helpful to like do a little bit of pencil underdrawing.
Always do a pencil underdrawing.
But I'm not doing that because A, I don't have time, and B, actually it's already 12 o'clock, so the show's already over.
No, it's not. We're still here.
Well, I gotta get ready. I mean, I've got to go. I'm heading out to Sans Rosa. I've got to take Sam to his.
Oh, actually, that's not happening today.
It's
So
not.
you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, how come?
Just not enough signups.
Oh no.
But next week, starting Wednesday, and then the following week on Saturday, that is the beginning of like the kids signed up for that class for like a long period of time.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, so maybe some of your Saturdays move to the Wednesday or something.
Well, there's also going to be a Saturday one, so it's going to be Wednesdays and Saturdays, and then I think I also told you there might be, we're going to do some Magic the Gathering stuff and see if that sticks, and then maybe I can work more.
People still play that?
Oh yeah, that's pretty big.
Very popular.
The thing with the cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like spending all this money to get like a perfect deck.
Yeah, I mean, I think these days a lot of people, do what's called proxying. I do a lot of it, where you just basically print out the expensive cards, and then like
fake your cards.
Yeah, you need to put them in a card sleeve. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Dude, so the most popular format right now is a format called Commander. There's 100 cards in a Commander deck. There are individual cards that cost between like $30 to $100. You could easily have a Commander deck.
The whole point was you buy the cards in order to like win.
Yeah, but if you had to do that every time you wanted to make a deck, you'd basically be having to make a fucking down payment on rent. And I'm sorry, I think most people just want to play the game. Like, yeah, but you get a lot of clout.
So I'm just going to point this out. Your job at the game shop there is going to be dependent on selling large amounts of cards. The more people, the more money they spend on cards. So don't tell them to print their own ones out.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Well, no, it's still like you get, clout, and it's cool if you actually own the cards that you play with. But it's basically widely accepted that a lot of people are using proxies. But if you do have like a deck that is full of expensive cards and you actually own them,
the other word
a lot of people will be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Is counterfeit.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's like totally wrong, dude.
Dale,
it's totally wrong. Dale spends large amounts of money. There's no way you're defending Hasbro right now. They are rich enough.
Well, they've been doing quite well, Hasbro, I must say.
Wait, Hasbro bought Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, they bought Wizards of the Coast. They bought D&D.
Why do you think we're getting like literally the first set of next year is fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like, I'm sorry, I don't feel bad about proxying when they're turning my cool fantasy card game into Fortnite. I'm not going to be financially supporting that, especially in my current financial situation.
Well, wait, no, but your current financial, like now you're starting to realize the ironies of adult life is that in order to have an improved financial situation, you need to support this corrupt system and be selling those kids Teenage Mutant Ninja cards.
Speaking of corrupt,
you're probably going to have to run Teenage Mutant Ninja games in order to sell more of those cards to the kids. And you want to make sure that kids are telling their parents to invest in the proper cards and not print them out at home, because that's really not as good.
Speaking of corrupt system, we never did Dale's retail roundup.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do it now?
Well, I don't think that you guys are like enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Dale's retail roundup.
All right. Seeing as all right, we're doing extended show because we're not doing one. We can't do one next week, and we haven't done one for the last few weeks. So I think we can indulge if we don't have to end it right away. I can head up much later. Then I'm going to head up in a while. Wait, I've lost the mouse though. I can't find the. Where's the? Here we go. Designed. I probably don't have the image here. I don't have the image anymore because I don't. All right, we'll have to do it without the image. I'll just put you in the main screen then while we're doing this. Dale's Retail Roundup.
Oh, hi, kids. So I bought, since I haven't been on the show for a while, I bought a lot of crap and uses Chuck to show you the crap. Now, Chuck's seen some of this crap before because for his open studios, I drove up as a friend to San Francisco to shoot footage for the Dale's Retail Roundup for his open studios.
It was beautiful.
Somebody didn't test the audio.
Well, we did, but we didn't test it long enough because the echo kicked in after 30 seconds and we only did a 10-second test.
Okay. So actually the thing that I really want to talk the most about is I like to draw on an iPad, but the problem with the iPad, if you're working on it in your lap, like I am, because I'm a lazy bastard, is there's really no hotkeys in most graphics apps on the iPad. Now, there's a device that you could buy called the Tour Box, which has all kinds of buttons and knobs that you can program. But what I discovered on a ZBrush forum, and I'm using this for ZBrush on the iPad, is the 8-bit DO mini Bluetooth game controller. And the cool thing about this is that there's software you can download from the Apple App Store that will allow you to program this to do hotkeys. So it's this little tiny thing, comes with a wristband so you don't lose it, and a little USB C cord. That's the nice thing, is that this is charged using a USB-C connection, which a lot of modern laptops and the iPad uses. So you can use your iPad charger to charge this thing. And you can program all of these buttons and the control cross to be just keystrokes or multiple keystrokes. So you can do undo, redo. It allows me to change my brush size and brush pressure in ZBrush. So if you're using ZBrush on the iPad or another app that has hotkey commands, I would suggest getting this. You can get it off Amazon. I think it's like $30. But it's a really nice portable hotkey controller for your iPad's graphic apps, and you can just slip it in a shirt pocket.
In case you forgot your pocket protector.
Shut up. You should be working on the iPad.
Wait, you were spending a few measly bucks on some magic cards, and you're buying all this crap.
I don't play Magic. Okay, I'm not going to be able to put that away in an organized fashion. Now, the other
and if you're charging it on your USB-C, then how do you charge your iPad?
You charge one.
Does he have another Does he have another USB-C cable?
Yeah,
you can't own two of them.
Right. And then how is this more efficient
now,
than just pressing
another thing,
and having an AI do it? Because the AI could just do it right away.
I was down in Burbank in Hollywood a couple of times during this break. One was to the 50th anniversary Space 1999 convention, which kids don't go. There was no merch at all.
Brutal.
But I was able to go over to Hollywood, and across from Amoeba Music on Hollywood Boulevard is the flagship Pops store. So
Lollipop?
No, Pop figures. And you may hate Pops like I do, but trust me, if you go in that store, you are not leaving without a Pop. Every genre is covered. So I got this super cool Mars Attacks Warrior with helmet. And it's also pretty cool because they've put a lot of money into building giant fiberglass painted Pop figures. So it's just worth it going in the store to look at the sculptures. Now, also down in Burbank, I discovered Burbank Hobbies, which isn't that far from Blast from the Past Toys, which is also a great place. And at Burbank Hobbies, I got this Holy Grail model kit, which is not just a gorilla, but a model of a gorilla suit, the famous Tracy/Kogar suit worn by our hero Bob Burns, the famous gorilla suiter.
You remember him?
Shut up. What?
Listen, if I don't remember him, then nobody under the age of 30 can remember him because I've lived here 30 years.
Okay. In the 70s, there was a great show called The Ghostbusters before the movie The Ghostbusters. And it had Forrest Tucker and, God, what was the other guy's name? But it also had Tracy the Gorilla, played by Bob Burns. So if you go on YouTube, you can find old episodes of The Ghostbusters. Larry Storch, Forrest Tucker, and Tracy the Gorilla, played by Bob Burns. And they're a lot of fun. So finding that model was cool. So if you're down in Burbank, look up Burbank Hobbies. It's a fun hobby shop to look through. Now, other things I was able to do while I was down in Hollywood, I went to Larry Edmonds' bookshop, which is a great old bookshop full of books about movie stars. Sometimes they'll have old scripts. Sometimes they'll have little reproductions of posters. I went there to buy all kinds of stuff on gorilla suiting, but they also sell old photographs of movie stars and stills from movies. So I was able to get one from Logan's Run, and I was able to get one. I was able to get Peter Falk in Columbo, and I was able to get this awesome one of a young Jack Webb from Dragnet. I'm going to frame this one. And I'm probably going to fake the signature too. And this epic one from the movie We're No Angels. So if you're in Hollywood, check out Larry Edmonds' bookshop. It's really unique. And if you like movies, you'll have some fun there. And I'm sure you'll leave with a book. Now, other things.
There's more?
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's been a long time since we had a Dale's Retail Roundup. He's had a lot of time to collect.
Done a lot of shopping since then, I know, yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Atlantis Fantasy World Comics. They were able to dig up a copy of Epic Magazine. This one's unique because It has a story by Sergio Aragones. So if you're looking for comics in the Bay Area, always check out Atlantis Fantasy World in Santa Cruz. I was also able to find at our friends at Half Price Books. They're a chain in the Bay Area. There's one in Dublin. There's one in Fremont. Sadly, the one in Berkeley's closed. But I was able to find in their smut cabinet, and never call it the smut cabinet, call it the art cabinet. It's a tip. I was able to find a collection of old Playboy cartoons.
Ooh.
And this one I really wanted because the children's book illustrator Shel Silverstein was a Playboy cartoonist.
Yes.
And it has old Shel Silverstein cartoons when he was cartooning with a fountain pen. And just amazing line work. So my advice is always when you're traveling, if the town has a Half Price Books, go there and look in their smut cabinet. But they always call it the art cabinet, so we know what it really is.
All right.
Now,
is it locked and keyed? Do you have to get someone to come and open it?
Oh yeah,
that's a bit embarrassing, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
But the trick is, you say, I'm looking for Shel Silverstein cartoons, and then you don't need to feel embarrassed.
No, you see, one of the nice things about growing old is you can say to the clerk, hey, I want to look in the smut cabinet. And you can get away with it.
They go, oh, just another dirty old man.
Yeah. Now, we were also down in Anaheim. And when you're in Anaheim, there's some really kick-ass stores. One of them is Rhino Records. Unfortunately, I don't have the stuff that I bought there. It's a used record shop, DVDs. They have some toys and books. That's worth going to. Now, one of the really great places in Anaheim is Pegasus Hobbies, which is not only a great old school hobby shop, but they also make some of their own models, or they design them and sculpt them, and they have someone else make them. And I got one of my holy grails while I was at Pegasus, and I wanted to thank the people there for going in the back room and finding it. It is the My Favorite Martian flying saucer with little Ray Walston as Uncle Martin. So they have other ones like the tripod from War of the Worlds. They have the Space Ark from When Worlds Collide. If you're in Anaheim and you're a nerd, you gotta go to Pegasus Hobbies.
You know, there's a lot of kids out there right now, Dale, wishing they hadn't spent all their money on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards.
Yeah.
Well, that set's not out yet. It'll be out at the beginning, or actually, it's not the first set of the year. I guess you guys probably don't know this because you're not into Magic the Gathering, apparently. But
yeah, I'm quite into it.
Well, you know, I guess you don't know this because it's been a while since you've been into it, at the very least.
I'm not playing it very currently, no.
But ever since Hasbro has acquired Wizards of the Coast, in 2019, they did a Lord of the Rings crossover, which was very popular because, you know, it's a very popular IP.
Is the most popular
and it already fits really well into Magic the Gathering because it's like fantasy themed and stuff.
Yeah.
So then Hasbro took that as the green light. It's like, okay, we're going to reach out to people, show them how well this product did, and be like, you want to collaborate with us? And now here we are for 2026. The roadmap for next year is we are getting more Universes Beyond sets than actual in-universe Magic sets next year. We are getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We are getting Marvel superheroes. We are getting Star Trek, and we are getting. You might like that. There's going to be a Star Trek Magic set at the end of next year.
Golly.
And one more. All right, back to Dale's Retail Roundup.
Okay. Now, one of the other places you want to visit while you're in Anaheim, California, is Coast Airbrush. It's they do retail and mail order. If you're an old airbrush kid, it's Mecca. You definitely want to go. And one of the cool things I found there is if you're someone who uses an Iwata or a Pache, and you have Greg's Airbrush Envy, you can get little sets, these molded rubber ergonomic grips that will go on the stem of the airbrush and the trigger cap. And I got some in a Pache red for my Pache brushes, and I got some in blue for my Iwata brushes. And they have other colors there as well if you need to color code them, if you have a shirt squirting station with the same brush with different colors. So I recommend going to Coast Airbrush if you're in Anaheim, or just look up their online store if you want to get an airbrush or talk to them about paints. This is where the pros go. And last but not least, I was going to be going to an event in while I was in Anaheim, and I needed a good hat. And so I went to our friends at the Santa Cruz Head Shop hat shop. There's plenty of head shops in Santa Cruz. I went to the Santa Cruz Hat Company.
Ooh, a hat shop, though. That's a good idea.
And I was able to get this epic hat for the event because it was a serious event.
Does it say "Make America Great" on it? Oh, yeah, so it does. Now, that hat really is making America great again.
Yeah. So if you're in Santa Cruz, it's not that far from the Santa Cruz Bookshop, which is also a great bookshop.
It's really confusing because I can't tell which one's your face and which one's Muppet face.
Yeah.
You know, there is a Muppet out there that I'm following on Instagram that looks just like you.
This is, it looks like Sweetums.
Yes. I like Sweetums. There's a sort of Sweetums in Pewful.
So that's it for the retail roundup. Remember to support local retail. That's, I guess that's about it.
Or be like Osborne Book of the Future and do your shopping on the TV.
Yeah. Eat hot death, Chuck.
Look, Jeff Bezos, you know, he needs, look, the billionaire wars are coming. And you've got to pick your billionaire and you've got to support them.
Eat hot death, Chuck. Do you want to see what I've been drawing?
Soon there'll only be one billionaire left, right? And that billionaire is going to own the robot factory. And the rest of us are all basically going to be their sort of peons, I suppose the word is.
Slaves. Serfs.
Well, no, because the robots will do all that.
Yeah.
We'll be like we'll be sort of, you know, we'll just be peons, basically.
They'll be growing us to harvest our organs to put in the robots.
The robots don't need organs.
The new ones will.
The fleshy robots.
The flesh bots.
The sexy sex bots.
Yeah.
The sexiest sex bots now with real organs.
Now with real organs.
All right, well, there we go. A little glimpse at the future. That's what we like to bring you on the show. Dose of things to come. Small thing. Counteracted by a healthy side of nostalgia from Dale. Yearning for the yesteryear, the years that have gone. But actually, you know, when you see some of these things, it makes you quite glad that we're entering the future. I mean, just think kids had to be entertained by this stuff in the old days. You know, kids nowadays, they don't know how lucky they are, do they?
No.
Like, they're always complaining about billionaires taking all their money.
Or Ninja Turtles.
You'd be grateful to your billionaires. Billionaires, look, they need you as customers. Like they wouldn't if you weren't around, they wouldn't have any customers. They need healthy, happy customers. I don't think
billionaires are people too.
Just really strange people with no compassion or morals.
I thought you said you had to stop bashing on billionaires.
No, they don't mind. They're quite happy if you say that. They're like, so. You're like, well, okay. That it was a bit like Thunderbolts. Like they didn't punish the bad character. Elaine from Seinfeld. Like at least in Seinfeld, Gina was like, "Oh, I don't like that she's bad." Or like in Seinfeld, at least she went to prison. Like now, she's sort of controlling her own superhero team.
Wait, you're saying that Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in Thunderbolts?
Yeah, she's like the sort of evil politician. She's kind of doing like, slightly a more evil version of her character from Veep.
Oh, I should watch that then.
Yeah, she was good. She was a good villain. I mean, yeah, I wanted her back in the next movie, so I'm glad she didn't go to prison. But, again, it's just more propaganda for billionaires. That, like, oh no, billionaires don't get punished for what they do.
Mm.
Well, not even billionaires. It's not really. It's those people with no morals or compunction who will always be telling us that we're just like them. And we are deep down, and they know that. But the trouble is, that's all they are.
Chuck, you're rambling.
We're a whole lot more.
You're rambling.
Yeah. All right. Well, it takes one to know one. That's also it takes one to know one. That's the most useful response to anything. It's good if somebody's being nice to you. It's good for somebody's being an asshole. All right. Well, I mean, I could do some more on this, but I think I'm more or less done for today.
You want to see what I was working on?
Sure.
Okay, give me a second. Oh, damn it.
You see, there's the irony. Like, you're going on with all this nostalgic stuff, but then you're doing all your art on a computer. And I'm like pro the future, and I'm doing all my art analog. This show's just so full of
contradictions,
strange ironies.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Damn it. I keep hitting the wrong button.
That's what she said.
Ah ha ha. Okay, now I hit the right button.
All right, thank you to Malice McMahon for being an awesome model here. She's usually quite nice about my drawings.
Okay, hang on. All right, see if I can share my screen. And window and share.
She has a lot of tattoos, but I'm not really drawing them. They get distracting.
Is it shared? Producer needs to...
It's probably in the side window. Here we go. We just need to pop it up. Here it is. There we go. Can you zoom in a bit? There we go. There's your Dale Falstaff character, and he's carrying. What's the prompt?
Havoc.
Okay. He's chasing a wizard who's lost his shoes. It looks like a bit like an older version of Pufel. And who's he carrying?
Just some sort of flunky.
A flunky wife he's going to throw at the wizard. Well, it's quite an intriguing one.
And then I drew this one.
There he is walking along with the devil, or Faust, and there's some little devils with pitchfork, carrying the pitchfork, and the cat is talking to the devil cat. And the devil cat is wearing a little crown. All right. I'm not sure what to make of your cartoons. I wish you'd put captions on them so I could tell what's going on.
I just like drawing them.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, that's the most important thing. But I want you to say, funny caption. Or at least, the viewers, I suppose, can send in a caption. If you've got a caption for Dale's cartoons...
Just use the same caption as they use for the New Yorkers. Christ, what an asshole.
Christ, what an asshole. Okay, yeah. All right, that's always the caption of your cartoon.
That's the universal New Yorker cartoon caption. It works on every New York cartoon. Christ, what an asshole.
But it won't win you the competition of the caption.
No. They automatically delete it.
And rightly so.
All right. Well, are we wrapping up the show?
I suppose so. I mean, I could carry on painting here for a bit, but I think I'm more or less done.
Okay.
I'm probably going to mess it up at this point. All right. How about the theme tune then? Shall I play us out? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for showing, everyone. Sorry we had a show.
Let me just go large with the here again. There we go. There's where I ended up with it.
Yay. Nice work.
Yeah, well, there's. I should put a lot more work into it. I don't know. I could come back to it next time, maybe. I think. Well, maybe we'll be back in 2 weeks. Next weekend I'm going to be at the Box SF Artist Maker Fair. That's 11 till 5 Saturday, 11 till 4 Sunday at the Box SF, which is on Howard Street, I believe, between 6th and 7th in San Francisco. Well, hopefully we'll be back the following Saturday, but then the following Sunday I'm going to be doing a workshop. Oh, no, that's going to be 2 weeks off. That'll be 2 weeks later off. I'm doing a workshop at Sour Cherry Comics.
Yeah, I want to go to that.
Right. And then at the end of the month, Fan Expo SF. Get your tickets now. Celebrity guests, including Helen Hunt.
Really?
Not quite sure why she's there. Yeah. Last year they had they had all the Hobbits and all the Star Wars people. Now they've got Helen Hunt. So I think they've got some other people. I probably just don't know who all the young people are.
I'm going if Helen Hunt's there.
Okay, so Helen Hunt's going to get you in.
Now, this is the expo that's up in San Francisco?
Yes, that's why it's called Fan Expo SF.
Yeah, I remember that expo. That's a pain to register.
Is it?
It was for me, man. I did.
What, are you blacklisted?
No, it's just you had to scan a QR code, and it was just too digital.
Well, you're doing what? You've just been telling us all about some device you've got so that you've got hotkeys for your iPad, and now something's too digital for you.
Shut up, Chuck.
All right. Well, that's just another of the strange ironies of this show. All right. Thank you to my producer, Charles Samuel.
Thanks, Charles.
Thank you to Dale. And thank you to Greg. Greg, did you share up his image at some point? I did send it to you, but
I did put it up at some point. But
yeah. All right, he's doing his show in Berkeley. You have to scroll back through the show and you can see it, I guess. His show over in Berkeley, Comic Reading, or go and follow him. He's Greg McCrary on Facebook and Greg MC Graphics on Instagram. All right, that's the show for now. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys being here. And look, somebody just put a last-minute comment in. Okay, Tina.
Bye.
Hi, Tina. Thanks for being number one viewer. Looks like a couple of other people tuning in, so thank you to them. And we'll see you again next time.
Bye-bye.
Theme song for Chuck Wheelan's showy. He asked me to write one, but I stole from David Bowie. Here's a theme song. Chuck Wheelan is the best. We have lots of hosts, but we're running out of gas. Will you be our guest on? Will you be our guest on? Be on the Chuck Wheelan Show. Whoa, 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 whoa.
If you're gonna have a show, you gotta have more guests, sweetie.